Hey you guys, Desmond here, and welcome back to the Unapologetically Honest podcast. We are here to review RuPaul's Drag Race Season 12, Episode 4, The Ball's Ball. The Ball. I said that right? Close enough. Anyway, like always, I'm never by myself. You love her, you hate her, or you don't. It is LaCresha.
Hey.
We are back up in this gig, honey. And what was your overall thoughts of this episode?
Slightly underwhelmed.
Yeah. I was kind of upset we didn't get a walkthrough. It ended, I don't want to say it ended well, but like once we got to the runway, I was all in.
Right.
But like up until that point, it was just kind of...
Like the mini challenge wasn't...
Yeah, it was just... Yeah. But they start off the episode with the queens returning back into the workroom. Miss Dahlia Sin has sashayed away.
Yes.
Literally sashayed away. She didn't even say bye. She just...
Right.
She said...
Her little feelings was hurt.
Understandable. So they're pretty much discussing, her leaving. Nikki's like, wow, this is serious now.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm finna put my foot on y'all's throats. And y'all finna see me. They congratulated Sherry on her win.
Mm-hmm.
And there really wasn't much to that part of the episode.
Mm-mm.
They were just,
They didn't expand on it too much.
Yeah, the drama of the season hasn't really kicked in yet with the girls.
No.
And a lot of people are afraid that this is going to be a repeat of, what was it, season 7? Where it was kind of boring. Yeah, it was season 7 that was boring. Even though so many iconic queens came from that season 7, but it's just the overall was just a season, and then we got a winner, and I'm like, come on. Anyway, so they're reading they're reading Sin's message. They're
Which
sitting
was pretty
down.
simple.
Yeah, love you ladies or something like that. Can we talk about Jan's outfit from last week? It's like nobody is acknowledging how epic that outfit was. Like that voodoo doll is everything. And there's been a lot of controversy online because they're saying she ripped off other queens. But drag is always inspired by someone else.
Right.
You just can't take credit for a look. You know what I'm saying? I can understand if it was a plain ripoff, but it wasn't.
It was an interpretation, and you cannot sit here and claim somebody else's interpretation of someone else's look.
Yeah. And come on, who hasn't done a voodoo doll look? Come on. It's been done so many times, especially by queens who do spooky type of drag.
Right. I mean, and it's not necessarily like it was applied in the same context.
Mm-hmm.
It was probably applied other places in different ways.
Am I the only one that finds Aiden annoying? This whole episode, Aiden got on my nerves.
I have a headache.
Because of Aiden?
Mm-hmm.
We'll blame Aiden.
We'll blame Aiden and some other things that happened later.
The ending, of course y'all have seen it by this point, but we're going to wait till we get there. Because I have some things to say.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm trying to make sure this video stays within the right time frame. So depending on how much time we got, depending on how deep I'm going to go in this. So anyway, it's the next day. The queens are returning back to the workroom. And they have to do the mini challenge. What was it called? Bee something?
Mm-hmm.
They have to dress like bees and dance to raise awareness for the fact that the bees are dying. Pretty much. Mm-hmm. And it was cute. It wasn't bad, but
right.
There's always a dance challenge like this every season.
I don't know why it's so soon in the season.
Oh, they normally do it pretty early.
Mm-hmm.
Within the first 5 episodes, they do it. So this is pretty on brand for RuPaul's Drag Race.
Who was that, and why is that just so hilariously
I believe that was Jackie. Do you love how Sherry's part was literally 2 seconds and then they...
I
cut it.
I think it was like they mentioned it and then just kind of cut away.
I love that. I love how they're trying their best to edit
They
Sherry
cut her
down.
out pretty much the entire episode.
Oh yeah, They have. Like the past few episodes, we've seen barely any Sherry.
Oh, but it was noticeable this time.
You don't see. She doesn't get any confessionals. The only time you actually hear her voice is if she's having a conversation with somebody else.
And it's unavoidable.
Or it's Runway, and they give their little, yes, mama, I was living in the tree and la la la.
Her commentary.
Yeah, that mama, yeah.
Britta and this B-look.
Britta has made a new enemy out of me. I just want to put that out there right now.
I like the Tony the Tiger growl.
I am livid, and I can't wait to get on Twitter and see how Twitter folks feel about that discrimination that comes happen later. Anyway, I'm sorry. But who did you have any favorites from the mini challenge?
No.
I
like Nikki's look.
And I think that's why I wrote Nikki down, because Nikki, Widow, Heidi, and Gigi were the 4 names I wrote down. They just really gave me everything that I needed in this life. Especially Gigi when she hit that backflip.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, man, where was this when you were lip syncing episode 1?
Right.
Because if you would have done this, I feel like Widow still would have won, but like you would have had a better chance of winning,
Mm-hmm. But I don't think that her outfit went that particular.
I can see that. But still. And then there's Rue, always dancing with the girls. She always do. It's fun. It's cute. I love it. So now she's telling the queens that this week's Maxi Challenge is a balls ball. Oh, I'm sorry. We forgot to say who won the mini challenge. Gigi Good. She won $25,000, and they put a donation in her name to
Save the Bees.
Save the Bees Foundation. So, get your coins, honey. So then Rue explains this week's challenge is the balls ball. Now, do you like when they do the ball challenges early in the season?
No, because it doesn't give me anything really to just anticipate. But I kind of understand. And then for it to be so many queens and so many looks.
Because I know you haven't seen the past few seasons, but I want to say since like season 10, they've been doing the ball episode earlier. Usually it's when there's like top 5, top 6. Now they do it when there's like 12, 13 girls.
I guess to make the episode longer?
I think, honestly, I prefer it later in the season, but I like it early because we get to see more of the queens. You know what I'm saying? It's just, I like to see more of them. And you get to see what they brought, because a lot of times they bring some really cool stuff. Like today, there was a lot of cool stuff. There wasn't much I didn't like. And we wouldn't have got to see it if they did it later. So give them more TV time, give them more exposure, show off their looks, and I live for you. But I do prefer it later in the season. I do. The episode don't feel so rushed. In this case, it kind of dragged, this episode. But anyway, they had to prepare 3 looks. Lady Baller, basketball wife realness, and balls to the wall extravaganza eleganza. All those gazas. All of them. Yes, all of them. Every last one of them. And as we said before, as they were prepping for the challenge, it was just kind of nothing there. The biggest thing they played on this episode was Aiden not doing anything extra than just doing a corset with some balls coming off of it. And I'm sitting there and I'm like, don't get me wrong. If you know what's best for you, then, stop. But it didn't.
No,
it didn't work.
It didn't for me.
Like it was cute. That was a cute start. But she had all this time. Baby, you could have came up with something really cute to go with that. Right. Something fun, something, I don't know, just something. Give us something. We want something. And we got a little moment with Jen telling us, she grew up in a Catholic school. She played soccer. She thought, that would hide the gayness. Was she wrong?
Well, no, it wasn't that she thought it would hide it.
It would mask it well.
She thought, it was her saying that it was her commentary on what she felt other people said about her. And she was like, no, honey, it didn't hide anything. I was as gay could be.
But yeah, I am starting to like Jan. Like I've always liked Jan, but like I'm starting to like her more because Jan, just the way that she comes off is very preppy, very, yay, and that typically doesn't blend well with my personality. But it's just, yeah, she's growing on me, and I really do enjoy. I really do enjoy that. I really do enjoy her now. Do you like Jan?
Oh yeah, I've always liked Jan.
Are you sure? Because you're special. I'm not gonna call you out on the podcast, but
whatever. I am not special like that.
But anyway, another thing that they touched on in the workroom is Britta not knowing how to sew. There's always that one girl who don't know how to sew. And I'm shockingly, there's only one, or at least struggled with not being able to know how to sew.
Right. Now, the thing with this little bubble suit, if she would have kept that bubble suit as a skirt the way that it was, I think it
would have read pineapple.
It would have read pineapple.
Yes, we're talking about this big yellow thing she's cutting up right now. I think if she would have left it as is and probably, decked it out some, I think it would have been more obvious that she was trying to be a pineapple.
Although, I don't get what a pineapple has to do with balls, but...
Pineapple's a big ball.
Yeah.
That's the way I looked at it. But yeah, the queens are just going around, they're working on their projects? Working on their gowns. One thing I thought was really cute was when Rockham duct taped herself to make a base for her dress. I thought that was creative. I don't know much about the cosplay scene, so she gave us a little education on that. And I thought that was really cute. And I personally liked her dress, but we'll get to that a little bit later. But Jada, the way she drew her dress down, that would have been gorgeous if she would have been able to.
If it had been able to be executed the way that she...
But don't get me wrong, what she came up with is still awesome. I think she did an amazing job. But like if she was able to pull off what she initially drew, and Miss Ma'am can draw, I was like, okay, ma'am. Okay. We really didn't have a mirror moment this week. They were just kind of getting ready and still discussing their outfits. They mainly discussed Aiden not giving it 100%.
Right. Do you think Aiden gave it 100%?
I do not.
I don't either.
It really irritated me. Now, don't get me wrong. No, get me wrong. I don't give a fuck. When you finished way before all the other queens, you should have sat back and be like, okay, there's something else I could do. At least, ball out the stockings or maybe a shoe. Do something, but you just like, okay, I got my corset done, ball out a wig or something. But I have to give it to her. She didn't give us that ugly little wig this week.
That stupid short wig.
Oh, that pixie cut?
Yeah. I
have to give it to her. We did not see one this episode. Not one. I'm proud of her. I'm proud. Just thinking about later in the episode.
She's like, oh, it's simple. It's this, that. You can still be simple. If you're going to give me referee realness. I'm sorry, I'm loud. If you're going to give me referee realness, then you should have wore black leggings. Make some black leggings.
Yes.
With a heel.
Yes.
Then you would read referee.
Give me a thigh high.
Yes, you and your thigh highs.
Yes, give me a white thigh high.
Or she could have made a short. If she'd have gave me a short with a thigh high, I would have read.
And then ball it out, Maybe even come out with a ball.
Right.
The referee, whatever sport you're saying you're refereeing.
Or get some yellow fabric, get some red fabric, and throw it on the stage. Flag.
Yes. So much you could have did.
And then I would have read referee, and then your outfit would have made a lot more sense, and I wouldn't be so disappointed.
Thank you. Amen. Hallelujah. Praise Jesus. But yeah, do you want to go ahead and get into it? I know it's kind of early, but like I said, there wasn't much, but other than Britta and Aiden, and they both are not my favorite people at the moment, so I really don't want to discuss much.
It was extremely disappointing, like all of it. And then like the only other outfit. Okay, so Jan's outfit was the blue balls, right? And she kept her ball as a ball and wore it as a dress. Why the fluff didn't Britta do that?
Who knows? Who knows, honey?
Because Jan's outfit didn't make any sense to me either.
It didn't.
But it really made so much more sense than freaking Britta's did.
You're correct. You are correct. So we're getting to the runway. Bring it to the runway. 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 And as always, RuPaul comes out first. How do you feel about her ensemble this week?
I loved it. But I guess maybe because that's what I'm used to from the seasons that I was able to watch.
RuPaul, yes.
It was classic. Now, Leslie Jones is a judge.
Oh, we're just gonna hop over how stunning RuPaul looks.
Oh, well, no.
It's classic Ru.
It is classic Ru.
When she's been giving us a different Ru all season, but it's okay. It's okay to be classic every now and then.
And the makeup this time makes sense with all of that.
Raven did a good job.
Yes.
Now, Miss Leslie Jones as a judge, can we get a round of applause? Like, I
lived.
Yes.
Died.
We've had some great guest judges this season. We've had Nikki.
Yes.
And we've had Leslie.
Yes.
The girl last week.
Yeah.
She was okay.
Right.
Robin and the girl from Norbit, they were cute.
Sandy Newton.
The girl from Norbit.
Sandy Newton.
The girl from Norbit. But anyway, so I really enjoyed Leslie Jones.
You could tell she wanted to be there.
She wanted to be there.
That she was
so
a real,
bad.
true fan. Like,
yeah, RuPaul actually, I think it was it The View or Good Morning America? She was on one of them. And RuPaul actually, she sent the clip saying, hey, we would love for you to come be a guest judge on the upcoming season of Drag Race.
Like, Leslie's excitement made the whole episode pick up.
Yes.
Because that's what made me excited.
And I honestly feel like the episode dragged.
Until Leslie.
No. I feel like it dragged up until Leslie because it probably had a lot of Sherry.
Probably.
And they had to edit it out.
Yeah.
Like, we didn't even get a walkthrough with Ru. I imagine Ru did one. But apparently it wasn't good without showing Sherry's piece, and they couldn't show.
Either that or there was a lot of Sherry in it, because when you get to her final look, which they kind of just skim over, you kind of look at that like, what? And I'm pretty sure if Ru did do a walkthrough, she had some questions about what the heck it is, what story she was trying to tell with that outfit.
And I imagine that would have took a good chunk of time. So they had, with her allegations, not allegations, these are facts at this point. But she's confessed, so like I don't even think we have to say allegation anymore, because she's actually confessed that she did it. But anyway, it sucks because I really enjoyed her this episode.
Oh man!
Especially when we get to the looks.
Right.
I really enjoyed her, and that one outfit we both screamed.
Yes,
we both screamed without any hesitation. We already knew the reference. It was everything I needed in my life.
It really was.
It really was.
And
it had to be my favorite look.
It sucks. Like, why did you have to be such a prick? Why did you have to be such a bad person?
I know. But, we just have to give it up for the person who made that ensemble, because they did a great job.
They really did.
They really did. So we got to look at the work and not the person.
Right.
And that's the reason why I'm okay with mentioning her this week. Because if you noticed, last week we didn't mention her not once.
No.
I think we mentioned her that she won at the end. That was it.
And that they had donated the money to the Trouble Fund.
So it's time for the runway. 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 The first category is Lady Ballers. Up first, Jackie Cox. Live. Love.
I liked it.
Baby, I got we're all in this together. I was like, come on. Who knew they didn't have a lacrosse team? Not me. Like, what happened? Where was she? Was she busy today at shooting? I don't know. lived. I lived it.
Nikki
Nikki motherfucking Doll. Like, ma'am, who told you to come out here and be this sickening? Nobody told you to be that sickening. Look at that.
Even though it's supposed to be a football reference,
Look at the thigh high.
I get Mad Max realness.
The thigh high boots. Jesus.
The thigh high boots.
The ass is out. It's just everything. It's everything. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to overpower you on that, but I couldn't help it.
And then Aiden Zane.
I have to give Aiden her props for this one.
She did a good job on this one. She even got the shoes down.
Baby, the attire is appropriate for the timeline. The hair, the socks, the boots, the glove. I'm just like, she did this. Oh my goodness. That's probably what stopped. You know what? We'll get to that. Rock'em. I like this look.
Yeah, it was cute.
I love the tetherball situation she got with her hair. Mm-hmm. I liked the leotard, the yellow leotard with the thigh boots. I personally enjoyed it. So
I can see.
I think they were trying to tell a story. That's all I'm gonna shut up.
Yeah.
We're not gonna get too much into that. But it looks like I'm gonna have plenty of time to rant. Jada, Essence Hall giving me love and basketball realness, honey. This woman's way. This woman's way. I'm sorry, I had to. It was on my spirit. Look at her, just baby. She's finna go play for the WNBA right now. But they're finna call her Jada. We need you.
Right. Well, and not really. Especially not in the basketball shoe wedge.
Oh, Britta. I like this.
I didn't.
You did?
I didn't.
What?
It was those shoes.
Now, am I the only one that thought that was a condom that came out of my mouth?
It looked like a cartoon sperm.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I like this look. I agree about the socks though. I pointed that out when I was watching it too. The socks are kind of
yeah.
You should have went with tights, but like
or made sure they fit or pulled them up something.
Yeah, I like this look.
It looks like okay, the screenshot you have right now. The dress itself is good. Them sleeves, on the other hand, look like they should be a whole other jacket.
I like the sleeve.
And if she was able to take those off and just have the dress, then I'd be like, okay, I get the story now.
I liked it. You're a hater. Next,
you won't like her in 15 minutes. It's okay.
Oh my goodness.
I liked it.
I love this. And she gave us a different face. I was so worried she was going to stick to her gun and keep doing her traditional makeup. But she listened to the judges. She
lessened the makeup. She lowered that lip. She doesn't even look like her older self anymore.
Oh my Lord. Next is Jan. I love this look. Oh, you didn't like it?
It was okay.
She was actually kicking a ball down the runway the way soccer players do.
I just,
And I love a good white pump.
Yeah, we got a couple of good white pumps.
We did.
We got a lot of really good white pumps.
Like,
the hat, I think, is what killed it for me.
Next is Heidi in Closet.
The hips. She needed to go down on those hips.
Yeah, the hip pads is too high, but I love the outfit. The outfit's cute. The boots, the socks, the hat. Baby, let's go play putt-putt. Let's go. We're going on a trip, honey. When we're off this shelter-in-place situation. Next is Sherry Pie. Oh, my goodness.
Who ate my chocolate cake?
Yes.
Chocolate.
Hold on, we gotta pause. I gotta pause because she is giving me everything with this outfit.
She got the shoes and then the chocolate was a dang purse.
Everything was so right with this. Sherry Pie, round of applause. This. Oh.
It just sucks. You had to be such a bad person. But whoever made this for her, if she didn't make it for herself, whoever made this for her, round of applause.
Gosh, that was It is amazing.
Yes.
And I didn't realize how much she favored her until now.
Yeah, she did the good makeup and everything.
Oh, God.
Miss Trumple.
Oh, my goodness. Yes. And then we got Widow. Now, how we feel about Widow? I like it.
It's okay.
I don't dislike it, but I don't love it. I like it. It's cute. It still gets a thumb up.
Right.
You know.
The boot could have been higher.
Oh, yes. You know I was going to say it.
Yeah, the boot could have been higher. And I don't know about velvet.
Black velvet. I'm sorry.
I don't know about the velvet.
And then we have G. Good.
Heather.
Oh my God,
Realness.
Heather. Oh my gosh. Heather. She should have been on season 3 so she can be part of the Heathers.
Right.
Oh, I forgot you didn't like the Heathers.
No, I didn't.
I didn't like them either, but I loved them at the same time. You know what I'm saying?
You love to hate them.
Yes, they were the Heathers.
Right.
But she's giving you very that.
Yes, 1980s Heather's
Yes, ma'am. Miss Gigi.
And then those stilettos. I am jealous because I cannot walk in a 5-inch heel at all.
So we're going to hop into the second category. The second category of the night is basketball wife realness. And up first, Jackie Cox, Love.
I didn't know how to feel about this outfit because I didn't know what story it was trying to tell. She looked like she should be in Gypsies, Tramps, and Thieves.
I got very gypsy wife, very gypsy Kardashian, you know, the long lost sister.
Right.
I loved it. Jackie, check. Miss Nikki doll. Oh my.
That tuck is amazing.
Who told her to be a sick thing? I'm sorry. I am so sorry. Nikki is. She's fashion. She is fashion.
High fat. And then Aiden
came out. Okay, I didn't hate it.
It would have been better if her waist was a little more snatched.
I think it would have been better.
And a different wig.
That's what I was just going to say. I think because she said she was inspired by Peggy Bundy. That is very Peggy Bundy.
Peggy Bundy had red flipping hair.
And can I finish a sentence? That's what I was going to say. If she would have done the red hair.
I'd have read Peggy Bundy.
I got Peggy Bundy regardless before she even said it. Because Peggy Bundy is my role model. She laid around the house all day and spent her husband's money. Yes, ma'am. Now I would at least cook and clean, make sure the kids are right. But she's my role model. That's goals right there. And I caught that immediately. But yeah, if she would have gave us the red hair and maybe did the little pooch that she did around the house. That just little things.
Then that would have read basketball.
Here's the thing about Aiden. Aiden's not bad. She just needs a little push.
Right.
Just a little push to get there.
And better editing.
No. Anyway, Rock'em Sakura. I love this. The face is everything. The body, I feel like the hip pads need to come down some. I feel like they're a little too high. But then again, if you think about these basketball wives, they're shaped off funny. If you want to be technical. Especially the ones that got all that crazy amount of surgery done.
She should have moved it more towards the back because it looks just hippie, but not.
Yeah, I get what you're saying there. Next we have Miss Jada Essence Hall. Miss Hall again. And she giving me life. Giving me Real Housewife of Atlanta. Baby, she says,
I could have done
she's on her third basketball husband. That's what this is saying.
I just could have did without the open toe shoe.
I like this shoe.
I didn't like the shoe.
Next is Bretta. Okay, I like this dress, but this doesn't scream basketball wife.
It doesn't scream basketball.
It's a cute dress. I'm not gonna take that away from her. She knows how to proportion her body well, but this dress is not.
And for her to be referencing Kim Kardashian's dress, it should have been tighter instead of looser.
Crystal, I love this look.
I've got very Paris Hilton.
Very Paris Hilton, very Nicole Richie, very simple life, very I love it. I love it all. I want it all. Like, Crystal, I was gonna wait till the end of the episode, but Crystal, this episode really bumped up to me. I really feel like she's top 4 now.
Right.
I really do, cause she listened, and I feel like from here on out she's just gonna shine.
Right, because that's the one thing that makes you excel in this show is if you listen to what they have to say.
Jan is next. No.
You didn't like it?
No.
I think it's just a little simple.
No, ma'am, this tracksuit.
It's very typical.
You know what? I hate to say this, but Sherry did the same thing, but I loved hers. Sherry's was done right. But here's Heidi in the closet, giving you very season 1 of the Atlanta Housewives.
I loved it.
I like the dress.
It is the first time
the makeup
that I see Heidi. It's just the first time that I see her.
Like the dress is cute,
the hair.
But the hair and makeup,
I loved it. It all went together.
But next is Sherry Pie.
I got Peggy Bundy.
This is what, if Jan would have done something similar to this, I wouldn't have batted 2 eyes.
Right.
I love this. And yes, this does scream very Peggy Bundy.
It screams Peggy Bundy, and then my notes were if Melissa McCarthy was a basketball player.
Yes. Next we have Widow Von Duke. Live, love, work, pump through. But the heels though, ma'am.
She's a big girl.
Ma'am. We've seen the shoes she's had on the past few episodes. She can rock a heel. She can do some inches. Why do you have that kitten?
I think if it had been a short skirt and a boot, it would have been better.
Next is Gigi. Oh, Gigi. Come through, ma'am.
Ma'am. Gigi is serving looks.
Like the hair, the jacket, the
She's
dress.
She's on husband number 5.
Oh, I love it. I love everything about this. The hair is sitting right. The pop collar is just everything.
I love the jacket as a skirt.
Oh, my goodness. And we move on to the final runway. Balls to the wall. Eleganza. Yeah, I said it right without adding the extravaganza, whatever I said earlier. Anyway, Jackie Cox giving you real Bianca Del Rio realness. Tell me that don't look like a Bianca Del Rio.
It does look like it. It's just missing the whole boat neck.
Like that is a Bianca Del Rio. Like Bianca, call her.
But I get very 60s, 70s Valley of the Dolls.
No, I get Bianca Del Rio. She's like, give me my dress back. Who told you to steal my dress? Next is Nikki Doll. Now, I didn't particularly care for this. I still like it. But it's just like...
I got the story she was trying to tell.
I got that.
But she shouldn't have had to tell me what it was she was trying to do in order for me to get it. Because that was the only reason why I got it.
I love the hair, though. And here's Aiden. We touched on this earlier. But yeah, there's so much she could have done to make that. I still like it, though. I'm not saying it's bad.
Right.
It's just she didn't do enough.
No.
Like I said, we got to give a round of applause for giving us 3 different wigs.
Thank you. All I have to say is if you were going to do Betty Page, then I would have appreciated had she just whitewashed herself and done the monochrome negative look.
And next is Rock'em Sakura. I love this look. I didn't understand why the judges didn't like it.
I can understand why they didn't like it because it does look disjointed and it's a lot of color coming at you at once. If she'd have had simpler makeup, then maybe. No. But other than that, I did like it. I liked it.
Well, next is Jada Essence Hall. Miss Hall, if you're next.
She just looks like she just stepped out of a bubble.
And I live. As Ruth said, looked like she bathed in diamonds.
And
that shoe, honey, that shoe. Jada knows. And she has some really good tights. Have you noticed her tights match her skin tone? That's hard for a darker queen. And it's just, I love it. I love it. Britta.
The pineapple. Why does she do that to her shoes all the time? Like, she kills me with the decorating of the shoe. That's not cute.
It's not.
And it makes her foot look big and clunky.
This is going... down in history as one of the worst dresses on Drag Race. It's going to be added to Kennedy Davenport's glamorized hooker that got killed story situation. It's right there with that. And it's just Crystal Method, love.
Chiquita Banana.
Yes, her name was Lola. She came to party. Was that the word? I don't know. But baby, yes, at the Copacabana, I am here for it.
I said she kind of looked like a clown, but in a good way.
You know, I didn't realize that Miss Crystal was a Latina, so hello. What's good? And
hola, chica.
Yeah, I just thought she was a really tan white person. Okay, Jan is next. I like this, and I just wish, kind of like you said earlier, that she should have whitewashed her whole body. I feel like she should have, that blue paint, whatever she did to her face, to her whole body. I feel like if she would have done that, that would have wrapped it all together for me just a little bit better.
Whitewashed her whole face.
And I understand probably time is what stopped her from doing it, but I think that's what stopped her from being in the top. If she would have been able to have time to completely whitewash and add the blue to her skin and her torso and all the other stuff, I feel like that would have knocked her to the top, because her first look, yes. Her second look, no. Next we have is Miss Heidi in Closet. Do you like this look?
No.
I like it.
It's giving me like space alien.
Yeah, I like it, but it's just...
And I do appreciate the fact that she did the bald cap.
But the bald cap was a big no.
But
I like it though.
But I understand they were in a hurry, so couldn't really just do all that.
Next is Sherry Pie.
I didn't get this.
I like this.
I didn't get it.
Because we didn't get the workroom situation, I feel like it's very Swamp Princess type situation going on here. I like it. I wonder if she sewed that, or did she glue all that together? You know, we didn't get the chance to see all that because
it's a petticoat and a
terrible
corset.
Person. Widow Von Du, yes, ma'am. Cindy Lou Who from Wakanda, yes, ma'am.
I liked it. It was very cultural.
She didn't like it at first, y'all. She was just kind of staring at it. By the time she got to the end of the runway, she's like, "Oh, I get it."
Don't call me out.
Okay, I would call you out. I did. And there she go with them kittens again. Widow, we need to talk about them kittens. Were you just taking it easy this week? Gigi. Okay. I didn't hate this look, but I didn't particularly go crazy over it like everybody else did.
I got it.
I get it.
She kind of looks like a bubblegum machine.
Yeah, like, I get it. Don't get me wrong. I get it. But I'm not gagging. It's cute, but I'm not gagging. You know? Like,
I'm just glad it wasn't long.
Yeah, I felt like if it was long, it would have been wrong. Wrong, yeah. So, we have our top queens of the week. Nikki, Jada, and Gigi. Do you agree with those top queens?
Nikki, Jada, and Gigi. Yeah.
I agree. And what gets me is Crystal, this was a good episode for Crystal.
It was.
But these other three queens did a really good job as well. I wouldn't even replace any of them just to put Crystal in. I wish I could just add Crystal, because Crystal did amazing this episode. She did what needed to be done. It was beautiful. She gave us 3 different looks. And she still did her traditional makeup on the last one, but she gave us different faces on the first 2. It was such an improvement. I love Crystal.
Yeah, you stand Crystal.
I'm starting to stand Crystal. I really am. Oh, I am. But anyway, the bottom is Aiden, Britta, and Rockham. I'm sorry, but Rockham should not have been in the bottom.
I don't think Rockham should have been in the bottom.
Rockham should not have been in the bottom. Now, looking at everyone else on this list, I think if it wasn't Rockham, I think maybe Heidi should have been in the bottom. Like, bottom 3. Honestly, I feel like it should have been Aiden and Britta lip syncing.
Yeah.
And that's the way it was. It looked like it was going.
Right.
And then we get there, and she's like, Aiden Zane, you're safe. The fuck you mean she's safe?
Right. Because, like, okay, yes, Rockham's look was a little all over the place. Her previous looks, you know, they were good. I don't know. I don't think she should have been in the bottom
back
3.
and re-looking, I think what saved Aiden was her first runway look, the baseball.
Mm-hmm.
I think that is what saved her from bottom 2.
Yeah.
I don't agree with it, but going back and watching, I think that was RuPaul's justification for keeping her. And at this point, none of the queens are causing drama, and you could tell that the queens aren't really particularly caring for Aiden. So it's like, okay, we need to keep her here because, you know,
we need the drama.
We need the drama, or at least until the other girls start kicking at each other.
Right. Because right now, the only person bringing drama is Aiden with her self-inflated sense of ego.
Mm-hmm.
That is so annoying and obnoxious, and you know, like I said, she could have did something different with that last outfit, because all she did was add a flipping whistle time, like, I'm a referee.
And Jan had to give her the idea for it.
Oh, did we talk about that?
We just did. Rockham, Britta are the bottom 2. I disagree wholeheartedly. And they lip sync to S&M by Rihanna. A song I've been asking for a while, so I'm so glad we finally got it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't agree with Rockham losing that lip sync.
No, because I think Rockham performed a lot better.
Yeah, that first 30 seconds, she was trying to get that dress off, but she was still lip syncing.
Exactly.
She was still lip syncing. She didn't let that stop her, but when she got it off, she turned the party.
She did. And I think Britta, they should have gave her the benefit of the doubt for that.
And Britta, yeah, she gave us a little comedy by, you know, playing off of what Rockham was doing.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just, in my opinion, it wasn't enough to save Britta.
Exactly. And then that whole sniffing thing kind of...
I like that sniffing.
I didn't like that sniffing thing. I thought it was a little crass.
I liked it. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you. I did. I
didn't like it.
I liked it that.
I didn't. God. You're such a guy.
And unfortunately, Rockham Sakura.
We had to say goodbye to
Had to sashay away. I do not agree. I do not freaking agree.
I don't either.
I don't get it. I don't understand. Like, like, why? Why?
I'm trying to think. Like, what did they just base it off of the last look?
This reminds me of last season. Who was it that went home? And I was so confused. I remember she lip synced against Raja O'Hara. She couldn't dance, but she still performed that song.
Mm-hmm.
Dang it! What was her name? White girl. I can see her. Real skinny. What was her name?
I don't know.
Oh, she has 2 moms. Oh my God, it's gonna come to me later. But anyway,
mm-hmm.
I was so mad when she went home, and I'm getting that same vibe here. I don't understand it. Rock 'em for All-Star 6. Rock 'em for All-Star 6. Rock 'em for All-Star 6.
Yes, I think she does need a redemption season. Her and Dahlia. I just want to see if Dahlia could bring it, because here's
the thing about All Stars. They usually don't bring a queen in that left early. If you look at all the seasons, aside from Shangela, but she came back the next season and went far. You know what I'm saying?
I didn't say anything.
I had a feeling you were going to bring her up. No, she ain't going to be moving.
No. Because I knew that she came back the next season, got a little bit further, and then she came back for, an actual All-Star season, and then that Christmas special.
Well, the Christmas special wasn't. They hyped it as if it was going to be like a yearly thing they do to be crowned a Christmas queen, blah, blah, blah. No, it was just a promotion for RuPaul's album. Because he released a Christmas album that year. And don't get me wrong, I really enjoyed it. It was cute, but I hate that they played us that way. I really did.
Right.
But yeah, they usually don't pick queens who leave early. So I'm just kind of.
Oh man, so that means they probably won't bring. Right.
But if she has enough of a following, and if she wants to do it,
right? So basically, it's like hashtag bring Rockham for.
All-Star
All-Star
6. Because All-Star 5 is already shot. Honestly, I thought we were getting 5 before 6, but they switched it up. I mean, 5 before regular season 12. But from what I'm understanding, they're going to do 12. All-Stars 5. Celebrity. 13. We're going to get 2 regular seasons this year. Ooh. But the corona might put that into effect because they still haven't shot 13.
Right. That's assuming, well, hoping that this whole stay in, don't go anywhere, no flights, no in, no out, no nothing, ends by the summer.
Yeah, because that's ideal when they would shoot it. Honestly, they really should be shooting it now. If you want to be real, because they're saying the rumored schedule this year is going to be season 12, All-Stars 5, Celebrity, UK, and then...
Well, they're probably filming one or the other right now.
Well, no filming is pretty much everybody's shut down filming due to the coronavirus.
Well, yeah, now. But, previous.
Well, we don't know what's been shot up to this point.
Exactly.
I understand. But yeah, so is there anything else from the episode that you wanted to touch on that we didn't really touch on? And like I said, this episode was okay. It picked up when it was time for the runway.
Yeah.
Oh, I have to tell y'all who my top 4 is now. So my top 4 as of March 20th, 2020 is Miss Jada Essence Hall.
Agree.
Widow Von'Du.
Agree.
Gigi Good.
Yeah.
Crystal Method. That is my top 4 at this moment.
Yeah.
I forget. Crystal wasn't in my top 4 last week. I don't know who was. I can't remember.
No, I think she was.
Jan fell out because Jan was in my top. Jan fell out this week. Even though I started to like Jan more.
Right.
I know. I'm weird. But do you have anything else? All right. Well, we're going to go ahead and wrap things up here. LaCresha, where can they find you?
I am at Cresha McGill everywhere. Twitter and TikTok and YouTube and... Where else?
I don't know what else.
Instagram.
Well, you can find me on all social media platforms at Simply Desmond. That's SimplyDesmond. Thank you for spending a piece of your day with us, and we will see you guys next week. Bye.
Bye.